guys, so before my workout, I always warm up with dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretches are controlled active movements that help warm up your muscles and joints. Think about leg swings, arm circles, walking lunges, things that keep you moving while stretching. So right now I'm just starting off with leg swings, side to side and back to back, just to make sure that my legs are all warmed up and ready. So make sure you guys are doing dynamic stretches for about 5 to 10 minutes before you go into your leg workout. And then when I'm all finished up with my dynamic stretches, we're just going to move on to banded glute activation. Doing banded glute activation before your compound lifts is going to help you with mind to muscle connection. So I usually start with 4 sets of 10 on each side, and I start on my knees, and I also do 4 sets of 10 standing. After I'm done with my regular banded glute activation, I add a 10-pound weight on each knee. Make sure you guys are placing your band right above your knees. In these side kicks with a 10-pound weight, you're really going to feel them and be ready for your compound lifts. Now getting right into the workout, today we're beginning with deadlifts. With deadlifts today, we're going to be doing 4 sets of 10. The first 2 sets are going to be with 90 pounds on the bar, and the other 2 sets are going to be with 130 on the bar. Deadlifts are one of the best exercises for building total body strength, especially in your glutes, hamstrings, and even your back. Make sure you're standing with your feet hip width apart. The barbell should be over the middle of your feet, close but not touching. Hinge at your hips, then bend your knees slightly and grab the bar. Your grip should be just outside your legs. And I started using chalk and it's helped me so much. Let your back, pull your chest up and keep your spine neutral and engage your core and your lats like you're trying to squeeze something under your arms. Then push through the floor. Keep the bar close to your shins and lift by driving your hip forward. Stand tall at the top, but don't lean back. Also, you should be making sure to focus on your form. You'll always progress in the gym if you keep on trying, but if you're not comfortable with lifting this weight, there's no problem in starting with 25 pounds on the bar. Now that we're all finished with deadlifts, we're getting into hip thrusts. With hip thrusts, I'm going to be doing 6 sets of 10, beginning with 270 pounds on the bar. I love lifting heavy with hip thrusts, so I make sure to start with a weight that I'm comfortable with, so I just have a full range of motion to warm up my muscles. So 270 on the bar is perfect for me. After my warm-up set, I'm going to begin with 4 sets of 10 with 360 on the bar. When performing hip thrusts, I love doing it on the Smith machine. It allows me to lift heavier weights and I'm much more comfortable. Form is so important when doing hip thrusts. Make sure that your arms are locked and that you're pushing through your heels. You should be looking straight forward and your upper body should not be moving. My 4 sets of 10 with 360 on the bar, I'm doing 1 set with 450 on the bar. And then I'm finishing off my hip thrust with 540 on the bar. And then now that I'm all done with my hip thrusts, I'm moving on to dumbbell sumo deadlifts. With this exercise here, I do 3 sets of 10, making sure that I'm pushing through my heels and keeping my core tight. Now we're moving on to B stance deadlifts using dumbbells. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 with this exercise, beginning with 30 pounds, moving on to 50, and then 60 pounds. Make sure your feet are staggered and you're going to be pushing the load on one glute at a time, so you'll notice a lot of glute growth in these one-legged movements. Since I've added these and my one-legged hip thrusts, I've noticed my glute growth has almost doubled in a short amount of time. Like regular deadlifts, you want to pretend that a door is behind you and you're closing it with your glutes, focusing on a glute hinge movement. And that is reverse lunges. For this exercise, we're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 with 30-pound deadlifts. With this exercise, you're going to want to take a longer step backwards than usual to really target your glutes. And also you're going to want to be slightly leaning forward. That's going to put the workload on your glutes and your hamstrings. If you've noticed throughout my workout, I usually do my workout with just socks on. It allows me to feel more grounded, and I would specifically say for reverse lunges, try it without your shoes on. It's going to be way easier, and I find it's easier to keep your balance as well. Make sure that you're sitting tall with your feet hip width apart and hold your dumbbells at your side. Take a long step backwards with one leg because we're working that glute, and the longer you step back, the more it's actually going to target your glutes. The closer, like a regular lunge, is going to target your quads. And make sure that you keep your torso slightly leaning forward. That's also going to help you grow your glutes more. Thank you so much for watching this video. That's all for the leg workout today. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and even comment a workout you'd want me to do next, and as well like this video. I've left a small description of the workout at the end, so feel free to screenshot and save for your next workout. Bye!